It's finally time to do a flip through of my reading journal so I can show you the pages that I've created in March. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome, I'm Stefania. As always, I'm gonna start from the yearly pages, and I am sorry that the lighting might be not the best one, but the weather is really terrible, and so I have to go with another option because natural light, isn't it? Anyway, the first thing that I've updated is my bookshelf page, and there wasn't so much to do here because in March I've only read 3 books. Yes, 3 books. And I've also had them here in my book log, and here is the thing, I was thinking that March would have been different. Like, I don't know why I was like, in March I'm gonna read 5 books, maybe even 6. Turns out that March wasn't that type of month, no at all. Reading tracker, I've updated it with the several pages that I read each single day, and yes, I've done it again. In March I've read a little bit each single day. I guess that this is the thing that allows me to read, I can't say a lot of books, because I know that there are so many other people that read definitely way too many books for me. Like, don't get me wrong, I would love to know how they do that. Probably the fact that I don't listen to audiobooks doesn't help. But the thing is that I've seen people that read just as much as me but don't read it every single day, and I think that this is how I manage to read it as much as I do, which is I always try to spend a little bit of my time every single day to read, and this is definitely helping me out. So it's something I enjoy to do. And also, I don't think I will be probably capable of spending hours and hours and hours reading. Like, I don't know. I see people that are like, oh, my day off from work, I just spend the whole day reading. And I'm like, congratulations that you can do it. My brain just can't take it. I don't know why. My brain just can't do it. I've updated then my books read with the 3 books. And before I move on, I just wanted to point out this situation. This is my notebook that's breaking. I just wanted to make you see it from now, because once I reach the exactly page where it's completely breaking, I'm gonna show it to you. I don't know what to do. I don't want to move everything because it's not like I have only the daily pages. I have months also to move, and I don't want to do that. So I will probably end up having this notebook, let's say, split into without me wanting to, but this is what's happening, and it's crystal clear it's not in line anymore. It's also a little bit of a problem, I would say, when I have to take photos. Big one, my favorite book from the month of March was The Wingman, which I definitely am loving and enjoying this series so much, and it was a 4 stars. Favorite books, nothing changed because there wasn't a 5 stars this month. I've updated my monthly reads with the 3 books. Leggiamo con le streghe. I don't know why I've done a page for this one, because it looks like only January and February a book got picked up. Then from February on, we didn't decide to read anything together anymore. We just literally decide to talk about books and all, but it's not like we have this thing about reading and then having a conversation about that book that we decide to pick together anymore. And I don't know, I am sad about it, but at the same time, 2025 looks like it's the year in which I just want to read whatever I want to, and so this isn't the best when you decide to join reading groups or book clubs or things like that. Cerbero Book Club, I am pretty sure that I've decided to skip the book that was picked up for March. Yes. Series Tracker, I finally managed to update it a little bit, but it's not fully updated. Like, I still have to think about some series, but so far I think it looks gorgeous. As I've always done in the past few years, I simply write the title of the series here, and then I draw as many circles as the books. So if the series has 5 books, there's gonna be 5 circles, and then each single one of them is a book. I also use them for novellas. So for me, if there are, for example, 3 books, then there's a novella, then there's another book. For me is 3 plus 1 plus 1. That's how I do it. Bingo. I guess I've updated it. I don't know with what, honestly. Storygraph challenge. Sadly, with March, I can say that I'm behind my goal because these 2 books missing will be a thing in the future. I've said this before. I've decided to set my own goal to 60 books this year because I think I can do it. Like last year, I've managed to do that. So I was like, you know what, this year I can try to go for 60. But at the same time, I don't care if I'm not gonna read them. It's fine. But if I would want to do that, I should read about 5 books a month. And, well, I was, let's say, quite on track with January and February. But with March, I've ended up being a little bit behind. But it's okay. I guess I'm gonna survive that. It's not like that big of a problem. However, for these people that are like, oh, I want to follow you on Goodreads or Storygraph, do it, but I still haven't updated anything from 2025. So yes, this year I want to start writing more, let's say, serious reviews. I want to use the app some time. No, forget it. It didn't happen. I don't think it's gonna happen from now on either. So Alphabet Challenge, I updated it. Oh yes, no, this was from before. Yes, I updated it, and I think that I like the idea of having it in this way because it's just gorgeous to see actually the covers. But at the same time, sometimes I have to remember which covers I have to print again. Anyway, this is a challenge that I do every single year, and I think I've never finished it before, and I don't think I will never ever finish it. And here we go to the biggest mess. Before we move to my alphabet challenge for the author, I just wanted to show you what I meant when I said that my notebook is breaking into this. I am pretty sure that this is now visible also from the screen, and I think it's gonna end up with it completely spilling into there, and I don't know what to do. I've tried to use at the beginning, when it was just a small thing here, some tape, which is still here. I don't remember why. Oh yes, because if I try to take away this tape here, it's gonna bring away also a piece of the sticker, so I don't want that to happen. So that's why I left it here. But I've tried with some tape, but nothing worked, and this is the situation in which I am right now. This notebook is crystal clear breaking into. Yes. No, I'm not happy. My plan was to use this, since I've changed my review pages a little bit this year, was to use just this notebook for the word here. I am scared because it's crystal clear it's not gonna last. Like, I will try to because I don't want to. And it quite looks like the rest of the notebook is handling pretty well. Like, they've just decided to divide here. Anyway, this is me telling you, before buying a notebook, be sure that's a brand that has a lot of reviews, because apparently this wasn't the best choice ever. Anyway, let's go back to the flip through. Different challenges. This one, nothing changed. This one, again, nothing changed. I'm not surprised. I've said this well in January when I was working on the setup already. I said it. I don't think I will ever finish these 2 challenges because the buzzword one is a thing for me. I always start it. I start pretty well at the beginning of the year and then I forget about it. So I feel like it's gonna happen. This one has been updated. Yes, I just still have to print the covers. And same for this one. Simply because sometimes I wait to have quite enough covers to just fill in a page. I don't like the idea of printing just a few and waste paper. Then there is my 25 in 2025, and this is what I hate the most, is this part of the notebook that from now on will always, let's say, pop out, and I hate it. I truly hate it because it does, especially here, while here it's quite still behind. I just hate it so much. Since I've read Behind the Broken, I was able to color another one in March and also the wingman, so I'm really happy. And before or later I will finish printing also the other books. I'm looking forward. Then I've updated my journal tracker And also my TBR. I'm really happy that my TBR looks like this. 0 books. Books added, 0. Books read from my physical TBR, 0. So I finished the month with 0 books in my physical TBR. And this is really good. I've said it that in 2025 I would have tried to buy books with a different thinking behind, and I'm really happy that so far it's working pretty well. Reading stats in March, I've read 3 books. They were all books. I still have to count how many pages, I don't know why I haven't done it. 31 days. 3 books were in English and 0 in Italian, and 2 of them got 3 stars and half and 1 4 stars. I think that now we can move straight to the monthly pages. As I said this before, March has been updated. There was also a book that I decided to read DNF. It was, I don't know if it wasn't the right time, because I've read quite enough of it. Not, I can't say like I was half throughout the book, no, but I just couldn't do it. And so I was like, you know what, move on. Maybe in the future I will pick up that book again, who knows? But right now I still don't feel like doing it. Anyway, I will not talk too much about the stats because I've just said them. I will just point out that Bingo apparently has been updated because I've done nothing in March to check anything off my Bingo. That's why I couldn't remember it. As you can see, my monthly view it's quite poor when it comes to colors, because usually I have at least 5 or 6 colors in there. Instead now I have just a few, but it's fine. I think that the problem, as you can see, is that it took me so long to read the books that I've decided to pick up this month. And that's also because I wasn't reading so many pages, and it's crystal clear from the reading tracker, because there have been so many days in which I didn't even read the 30 pages, and this definitely did something to how many books I've read. Like really, I wasn't expecting for the book that I've decided to pick up as my favorite book to start on the 21st and finish it just on the 31st, so it took me forever. But it is what it is. I will not talk too much about my reading tracker because there's nothing more that I have to say right now that I think about it. No. So I guess that I can now tell you. Let's move to the different books. But again, I will try to say what I've enjoyed it or not without giving too many spoilers. So I don't think this video is gonna be so long because there are only 3 books, but I might be wrong. I guess we can start from these 2 books, and I think I can talk about them both together because this is the first one, this is the second. Here's the thing, And Here Comes to Rise is now in my heart. That series, which I still haven't finished, okay, so don't spoil anything for me, but like I read the 3rd book, I'm waiting for the 4th one to come out here in Italy because I started reading it in Italian, so I want to finish doing it in that way, even if it's quite of not a lovely thing. I was like, I want to read everything by the author. I truly want to. So I started from the Behind Darkness series, and I don't know. I was a little bit disappointed. 3 stars and half. I guess that I was expecting something more. Already the main characters, it's like something is missing, and still nowadays I can't tell you what it is. I don't know. I just couldn't get really close to them. I just couldn't feel so much throughout these 2 books. And it's quite sad because I was really expecting so much from these 2 books. Instead, no. I know that there's gonna be also something more coming out from this series, because at the end of the 2nd one there is to find more about, and there are the name of the characters. Stay tuned. So I guess something is gonna come out, and I don't know, will I read it? Probably out of curiosity, yes, but I think I will start it without having high expectations. So I guess that's quite of what really did for me. I was thinking it would have been so amazing, and instead let me down. I am not saying I wasn't fully prepared. Like, I knew it could have been a little bit different because the other series, it's a fantasy one, this is romance, so I was like, okay, I understand that. But I can tell you I'm a little bit disappointed. Okay, I was expecting so much more. And one of the first things that comes to my mind when somebody will be like, what it is that you didn't really like from these two books, I would tell you the main character, Anastasia. She's just a no for me. Half of the time I just couldn't stand her. And then I guess that the thing is that for my brain it was it's too hard something like this could really happen. I guess it is this. And so my brain just couldn't get around it. I've ended up giving it 3 stars and a half, but maybe I guess that if I would think too much about these two books now, I could probably lower it down for both of them to 3 stars. And then it was time for The Wingman, which is the third book in the Vancouver Storm series, and I definitely loved it. I also can't wait for the next one. I will probably read it before, I don't know, I think it would be a perfect read for summer, I guess. I don't know why. But I can tell you that it was a 4 stars. And here's the thing. For the topics, I guess that the first one in the series, so Behind the Net, was the one that got me the most. Like, it was, I would say, stronger. The Fake Out, I said it before, I've enjoyed it, yes, I liked it, yes, but the spiciness after a little bit were definitely way too much. Like, some of them could have been cut out and nobody would have felt bad about it. The Wingman 4 stars, according to me, is pretty good, but I guess that there is this big part of me that was expecting for bigger topics. I'm not saying there are not important topics in this book, because it's crystal clear that Eden is definitely portraying somebody that he's not. He's just trying to live for the standards that have been created for him, and so it's incredibly important to understand that just because others think that you are someone or something, or you act in that way, it doesn't mean that you are. So it's about not letting others label you and not letting these labels affect you. At the same time, I think that there's definitely a wonderful girl. Like, she went through so much. I just wished that we would have seen more of her confronting her ex, because I felt that that was something that was missing. I felt the need to read more. Like, she's finally out, she's finally over him, and she's finally learning to love herself and how much she's worth it. But sadly, I think that that part was missing. Like, I would have loved more for her to actually show up to her ex while he actually lost. In this sense, it wasn't really like that. So on that side, I felt a little bit like something is missing. And then the last page was an empty page, because as I said at the beginning of the year, if I'm gonna have 4 pages but 3 books, I'm gonna end up with an empty page, because my cover takes these 2 pages, so I can't have like a cover here. But I'm pretty fine, because I've ended up using it to recap this month's series, because at the end of the day they were both from series. So there was the Behind the Darkness series, and I've read the first and second book this month, and then there's the Vancouver Storm series, in which I've read the 3rd book. There's the 4th one that's, I don't know, it's coming out pretty soon, I hope, or maybe it's already out, I don't know, I should check it out. And so this is what I've decided to do with this empty page. I've just added some random paper and stickers that, I don't know, I just had them and I was like, no, let's use them, and that's it. So it's nothing fancy, it's just that I didn't want to have a white page, and it's not like I had a book from this month with a lot of things that I wanted to write or a lot of quotes, so I was like, let's just use it for something else. And so this is what happened. So these are the few books that I read in March. I was wondering, have you read them? Yes, no, let me know it with a comment. Also tell me what you read in March, because I'm always curious to find it out. As always, thank you so much for your support. If you've enjoyed this video, remember to give it a thumb up and to subscribe for more videos like this one. As always, thank you so much. See you next time. Bye!